Hi, it's Susan. Welcome back to my channel. I have got a short little make-ahead for you today. This is nothing new under the sun. We've seen lots of versions of this, but I had forgotten about it, so I sat down to make a whole bunch of them and figured I would share it with you. And this is just another way of making a fake envelope. What it really is more of is a spot that you can journal. And it's a great way to use up strips of paper that we have left over in all these, when we do an offcut, we end up with all these long rectangles, in different sizes. And it's like, what are we going to do with them all? And you can make notebooks. You can do a lot of stuff. I have some other make-aheads of some other things you can do. But this is really cute because you can, it looks like an envelope in your journal. And you can grab a thick page. You can attach it to your page, glue the back on there. You open this up and then you unfold it. And depending on how long your piece of paper is, you have lots of journaling places. Or you could use them to do some little kind of, make them like tuck spots. So you would have to coordinate it in such a way so you could glue them on here. You could stagger them. They could be little tuck spots for little tags to go in here. You could do all sorts of things with them. But I just thought they were really cute ways to use up the varying sizes, and you can make them in all different sizes. And it, looks like an envelope. You can, print something on there, print something else and attach it on here and fold it up so it looks like a letter. And then you can also do little closures. This was just a punch leaf. You can do it a little closure. This was a little half circle, simple little closure. This was a little fab dangle that I had sitting on my desk. Yeah, that's a long piece of journaling spot, and then you can keep it closed. So again, it doesn't matter, the size of the paper doesn't matter. You can make it work whatever rectangle. This is some wrapping paper, and I like to just sort of fold the corners together just enough so that I can pinch where the center is. I don't worry about being precise, because if something's slightly out of whack, you know what, you can put a piece of trim or something on it and cover it up. All right. I mean, you couldn't get much simpler than that. So you fold your little points in, and then I like to fold it where there's a little bit over the edge there, not coming even with that point. I like to have a little bit of something that looks a little bit more like a traditional envelope. So I fold my top, and then I decide, do I want a long envelope like that? If I want one that's going to be a little more traditional looking, I might do it into thirds. So I want to make sure that's going to fit there. And boom. There we go. And the only gluing you have to do are these little flaps right here. And you can do just way too much glue. I need to move this to my little bottle. Way too much glue. Of course you do that when you got the camera running, right? You don't do that when you're by yourself. That only happens when you got the camera running. And that's the only part you have to glue. And then you have to decide, depending on how you're going to use it. I probably, on all of the ones that I made, I am not going to put any kind of something to hold it closed until I decide how I'm going to use it and what kind of a project. But that's it. Let's just do another one. You can do it nice big piece of paper. That would be a great journaling spot. So I'm just going to kind of find my center, pinch it just a little. And even when I do that, I don't land in the center. You just want these mostly close. Looks a little neater. You got your point. You're going to fold it down where you have a little bit of an overlap there. Now this one could go either way. I kind of like it as a big envelope like that, just one fold. And if your paper, when you do this, if your paper's not exactly, flush there, you can just go ahead and trim it off to even it up. And that's it. So you can make faux envelopes in all kinds of sizes and all kinds of lengths. And I'm sure you guys will come up with all kinds of creative ways to use these. I've seen a lot of videos out on these, but it's just a reminder, this is a great stash builder. Look at this. I did this in an hour sitting here at my desk. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure and see the rest of the videos in the Make Ahead series. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.